Yeah, that I did want to make sure we get in before we step away from sports this week.
We're not stepping away. We're stepping more.
True.
We're stepping into the depths of the unknown. Stepping into the depths of whatever this sports quiz may be.
That's true. Oh, one sec. I'll be right back. I need my prop for your.
Oh,
your
I'm so
homework
excited here. I feel like I have made a mistake in opening. Do you know how you open some doors and you never know what's behind that door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried about what door I have just opened into the realm of.
Absolutely. Well, before we get to why I needed the prop, we'll get through the more traditional aspect of our quiz. This week, in honor of our newly named NWSL team, I've decided to give you a little rundown quiz on some of the other team names and the histories behind them. Do you know all of the names of teams around our great state and some of the other potential names they could have been called?
Yeah, just don't ask me about the Yankees again.
Okay. I mean, that would be a fun callback. I will say, I won't say in which way, but I do have some concerns about the difficulty level on this one, but we'll see how that pans out.
Oddly, I may have odd knowledge about this. It may be in the depths of my brain looking at all the Wikipedia pages and whatnot.
Some of it may have stuck, so we'll see here. I've got 5 questions, a bonus point at the end, and then we'll get to the props. Mm-hmm. Starting off with the easier side of things, true or false? The Nordiques were almost called the Rocky Mountain Extreme until fan backlash made them abandon the concept. When the Nordiques were coming to town, they were going to be called the Rocky Mountain Extreme, and then everyone heard about it and said, absolutely not.
So this is the got to think about the time period here. It's the 90s.
Mm-hmm. That is a very important factor.
The 90s
are mid-90s.
The mid-90s were very extreme. I could see a potential if we look at Nickelodeon back in those days. In fact, the names were very extreme and cool, and it's supposed to be very Yep. Is it possible though that I don't know that feels false because it feels too much for a hockey team. It just feels, if you own a hockey team, it feels like you have to be more proper. You have to be more tame. The extreme is too far out there for me.
Well, that is what everyone said, because that is a true fact. The ComSat Entertainment Group had drafts in plan for the Rocky Mountain Extreme because the owner had grown up as like a ski bum, and the X Games had just been a thing.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Sure.
And then Adrian Dater of the Post leaked that story that the team was going to be called the Rocky Mountain Extreme, and everyone in the city called Dave Logan's radio show that day and said how stupid a name it was. And the next day in the Rocky Mountain News, they had a quote from the team president who was like, "That's not going to be the name. We're doing a fan vote. We were just about to announce it. Didn't you guys know?" Yeah,
I'm also like, we have Colorado, we have Denver, we have a bunch of names. Why would we ever be the Rocky Mountain? Like, the Rocky Mountain region covers us.
It's a wide grab.
Utah, that's crazy.
That's true, but I can't get too much into that because it might be related down the line. But let's see here. Next question. This is another true or false. True or false? All of the Denver Big Four teams have been named by fan contest. Is that true or false?
I feel like that is false. I feel like, because there's some owners who are absolutely not going to let you name the team they call them. For some reason, I feel like the Denver Broncos were like already like sort of established. That doesn't feel like a fan vote sort of thing, because we're like, when we look at the fan vote, that's why we have the Rockies, why we have the Summit. The Nuggets are another one I think that's too deep of a grab for a fan. It's correct for Colorado history, but it doesn't feel...
Well, I'll go ahead and stop you there. You are correct. It is a false statement that all the Big Four teams have been named by fan contest, but it is in fact the Rockies who have broken the trend. The Avs, Broncos, and Nuggets have all had fan votes. The Rockies came into the league with their identity fully pre-planned and ready to roll.
Sure.
Because the fan sentiment at the time was to bring back the identity of the former minor league team, the Denver Bears. And
of course it's Dick Monfort who didn't Were they first owners?
I don't think so.
Whoever
actually.
it would make sense that the MLB is like.
But they were specific. The ownership group who was like in charge of the expansion concept was the whole thing was that it was for the entire Rocky Mountain time zone that did not have any representation at the time. So it was a more regional based naming strategy.
I'm all for that. Still Colorado though, not the Rocky Mountain Rockies. I'll allow it. Everyone else can have a piece too.
Okay, very yeah. We'll get into it. Speaking of the fan contests, which of the following was not an option for voting for the new Nordiques franchise name back in 1995? All of these were on the ballot except for one, and your options are the Wranglers, the Black Bears, the Renegades, the Mountain Lions, or the Storm.
Give me those one more time.
Yeah, we've got the Wranglers, the Black Bears, the Renegades, the Mountain Lions, and the Storm. They said these are all equally good hockey names. Pick one, please.
The Storm are in hockey. They are the Lightning now, though. The Storm doesn't feel correct, but I could also see them throwing like, we are our Western team, and then it's like, what if we're not? Huh.
Yeah.
So
one of these is a made-up name that was not on the ballot.
I'm struggling with the Storm because that doesn't feel like geographically correct. But I also could see potentially where the Wranglers would be a problem because the Wranglers was
Wrangler jeans.
Yeah, they're already a brand.
Potentially, yeah.
But maybe they didn't think about that in the fan vote, and it didn't matter anyway. With that being said, I'm gonna go the Black Bears because why not? I'm going to choose neither one of my options.
Wrong animal, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it was
the Mountain Lions.
The Mountain Lions that I put into the list. Black Bears, Renegades, Storm, and Wranglers were all the losers to the Avalanche.
Understandably, why?
When you see that list, you're like, one of these is the better hockey name.
It's like, why are we just the Storm? We're not getting a ton of Storms out here. Not as people know them.
Well, this is a perfect segue into question number 4. Which women's basketball team nearly made a bid to join the WNBA in 2007 but couldn't get the funding? Is it A, the Colorado Chill, B, the Colorado Explosion, C, the Colorado Storm, or D, the Colorado Crossover?
Ooh, I've heard of one of these teams. I want to say it's the Chill though. I don't know why I can see it like a jersey and whatnot in my head.
You are 100% correct. It is the Chill, who at the time were the champions of the NWSL or NWBL, I believe, some other operating league that was just about to fold, and the Colorado Chill were not able to put together the $15 million expansion fee to get into the WNBA that year. They had Becky Hammon on the roster.
That's why I know the jerseys are exactly what I'm thinking about. They're black and they have that cold like ice blue.
It's a pretty good brand, yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it's a kind of a shame that they're not a thing anymore.
No, it's a shame that we don't have a WNBA
team. We could have been in early.
Yeah, while we're on here, fun fact is WNBA teams had the first bid, so the Valkyrie got in, I think, is either 25 or 75 million. This next round is 250 million.
Damn.
The next expansion, 750 million to join.
And we couldn't make the 15 million back in 07.
Yep.
Brutal. That is a fun tidbit, though. So let's see here. We're 50-50 so far. You're 2 out of 4.
I'll take it.
Coming into question number 5. Which of the following is not an actual minor league baseball team? We have as your options the Grand Junction Jackalopes, the Rocky Ford Melon Ballers, the Pueblo Bighorns, the Rocky Mountain Vibes, or the Northern Colorado Owls with a Z.
God, I love and hate the minor league, but I'm going to go with the Pueblo Bighorn for some reason. I think for sure the Jackalopes exist. I know that from my time playing the show. They are like a single A farm league team. The Melon Ballers, that just feels like it. And the other ones, if you're going to be a minor league team, you have to go
crazy,
extreme. Yes.
Right.
The Bighorn just don't do it for me. There's no umph in that name, but I could be wrong.
Well, I'm glad that you like my pitch for the Rocky Ford Melon Ballers because they do not exist.
Fair enough.
Pueblo Bighorns was a team at one point. Grand Junction team used to just be the Grand Junction Rockies, so Jackalopes is an upgrade for them.
Yes.
And then I like the Rocky Mountain vibes. I don't know if you've seen them. They just have, it's like a baseball who's wearing sunglasses.
I have seen them actually.
It's a pretty good one. And then, yeah, the Northern Colorado Owls is such a vague region, and apparently it's because they were an inherited team from somewhere in Utah or something.
Yep.
It was, yeah.
They moved down. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that brings us to my bonus question for this quiz. Can you name either of the names the Nuggets were before they were the Nuggets?
They were the Rockets for sure. I know that one for sure.
That's ding number one, and there's one other name that they were officially filed as but never really played under.
I don't know what the other one would have been. Like, I feel like it was like similarly based to the Nuggets. But I know officially, and I know that from the Wikipedia, it's only ever been like they are the Rockets, who are oddly in Houston now as the Rockets, and we've had the Denver Nuggets, who are the ABA sort of.
The Rockets, knowing that they were about to merge with the NBA, who already had a Rockets team, were like, we will preemptively rebrand so that there's no confusion here.
The other one, would be, I couldn't even guess. It'd be like a Panhandlers or something like that, something weird.
It was the Larks.
Interesting.
It was going to be the Denver Larks, but the original lineup couldn't get funded properly, so then the owners that bought it had a moving company or something that was like the Ringgold's Rockets, and that was why he named the team the Rockets, so it could share the branding with his other company.
His other venture, yeah.
Yeah. So you got half credit on the bonus question, which
take that.
brings you up to 3 out of 6. A standard middle.
I'm all
right down
good
the
with the
middle.
50%. I will say when it comes to a team naming convention, I am much more for like an animal-based team. Just in general, I like me a good animal team name. I'm not a big fan of just a generic.
A concept.
Yeah, I don't love it nearly as much.
Okay. Well, now then we move on to the prop portion of the quiz, where I'm just kind of bouncing your homework assignment back at you, and you're going to do a basketball version.
All right.
But instead of having you do the spin the wheel, we're just going to take the 21 million that I had, and we're going to have you roll a d6, and whatever you roll is what you're going to multiply that 21 million by.
Okay.
So if you get the nat 1, you just have the 21 million, and that's kind of tough for basketball.
It's doable.
It's doable. We're going to hear some new names, I feel like, out of 21 mil.
You will.
If you hit a 6, though, you get 126 million as your payroll. So that's basically the entire Detroit or Brooklyn lineup.
Oh boy, how exciting.
Yeah. So let's see what you get here. It's a 1, nat 1.
All right, we'll make
which is the most narratively exciting option.
Yeah, we'll make a basketball team. We will have a starting 5 with 20 million. It'll be a
21 will be generous. You get the full 21.
I get a full 21, which is crazy because that's just that is a mid-level guy and some dudes.
Yeah,
but,
some single players are completely out already.
Yeah, it also is very sad because boy, oh boy, have the rookies not been as good as they had in
the NHL.
The previous season. Yeah, so we will make something happen though. We'll do that.
Fantastic. So yeah, that's your take home assignment. 21 million for a basketball lineup. I was gonna make you do a 6th man as well if you had nailed the 6, but
we'll get it figured out. We'll see what I can do.
I think just a starting 5 is fine. But yeah, if you want extra credit and can squeeze in a bench player
I have some thoughts. We're gonna try some stuff out.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that has been our closing quiz then.